So one of the problems when we're sitting on sofas is that it's really easy to sit in a poor posture. And when you're sitting with your legs up to one side especially, you end up with a really twisted spine, and you end up with your weight more on one hip. And if you sit for any length of time in that position, your joints become under strain, and then they start to ache quite a lot, and will start whinging at you. So ideally, what you want to do is sit with your bottom back in the sofa, but sometimes sofas, again, they can be a bit deep. So if we pop a pillow behind you, that's it. So that just reduces the depth of the seat. And then just as a little bit too high for you, that sofa. So if we grab a pillow, that's it, and maybe pop that one underneath your feet, that just brings your feet up so your hips are the same height as your knees. Now some sofas are too low, so it can either be too high or too low, but in this situation you would want your feet on something. But if it was the other way round, the sofa was too low, you might want to put your sofa on blocks or put a bit of high density foam sort of underneath the main sofa cushion to just bring the whole thing up a little bit. Now, when we're tired, that's why we're sitting on the sofa in the first place, because it might be the end of the day and we're like tired. And so the important thing is that you try and still maintain your posture. Now the thing is that when we're tired, we tend to sort of try and find, our body tries to find some support, so you end up sitting more with your arms either to one side, or you end up with your forearms on your knees, and so to support your upper half, what you can do is put pillows underneath your arms. So if you grab maybe another one of those from over there, maybe the other fat one there, that's it. So that's quite nice, and so that then brings your arms up, which is more comfortable. So that's quite nice. Now you might, that's quite a nice one for the head as well. So you might want to stick that one under your arm, and then maybe pop this one behind your head, which then is nice and supported. So how does that feel?
That feels lovely.
So the nice thing about this is that you're still resting in a good posture. You're still sort of relaxing, but you're in a better posture. So your back's supported, but you're not then succumbing to the effects of gravity. And so then when you get up, you should be more rested and able to do things.
Thank you.
When sitting on a sofa or easy chair, there are a number of things to consider to help you sit in a good posture. Often, sofas are too deep or too low, with inadequate back support, encouraging a slouch posture. Even if there is no discomfort at first, sitting like this for a while tires or strains the muscles and can make things harder to do while seated. If the sofa is too low, a reasonably cheap option is to try raising the seat height with another cushion or high-density foam under the sofa cushion. Another option is to put blocks under the base so that your knees are raised to the same height as your hips when you are sitting. If there is pressure or numbness on the backs of your knees, there are two things you can try. First, try a large cushion or pillow behind your back. This will reduce the depth of a seat. Second, for a seat that is too high, try putting a cushion or block under your feet, which will bring your knees up so they are level. Now for the upper body. If the armrests are too low or there aren't any, this can encourage you to slump or slouch. You can support your arms by putting pillows or cushions under them. This is also good if you have any pain in your neck or arms, as it takes the weight of your arms off the neck. So now you're sitting comfortably, what do you want to do? How about a bit of reading? To avoid bending and straining your neck by looking down at a page of a book, try popping your book or e-reader onto a cushion so it and your head are more upright. Alternatively, book stands are available to buy, which can also do the same job. But maybe you just want to put your feet up and relax. A couple of pointers on posture if you're putting your feet up on a stool or sofa. First, try putting a small cushion or rolled towel in your low back. This helps keep your spine in line and maintain or restore the natural curve in your back. Second, try putting cushions under the knees to help support them in a slightly flexed posture. This can take the strain of any tight leg muscles off the back. Even with these supports, try and avoid sitting for too long with your feet up, especially on the sofa, as it is a naturally flexed posture which will put strain on your neck and back. Whatever position you choose, make sure you change your position regularly. For example, when watching television, when the ads come on, just sit up and away from the backrest and try practising sitting in a good posture. With regular practice, you will find that you can hold this posture until the next ad break. By following these hints and tips, you should find that your body is more fully rested after sitting.
Recap. To help keep a good posture on the sofa, look at ways to adjust your sofa or easy chair if it's too high, low, or deep. Use cushions or pillows to support your limbs and behind your head to prevent joint strain.